ToonGrin.com.
Detention, a time where troublemakers are punished for a misdeed by just sitting in a seat so that they can think about what they have done. And now with Detentionaire, we can see the ultimate extreme of this punishment, here on Whyboy Spotlights. The story of Detentionaire follows the new freshman Lee Ping and his best friends Holger and Cam as they are starting their first year of high school at Enigma High, and everything is going swell for them. That is, until Lee is falsely accused of pulling off the biggest prank in high school history and sentenced to 1 full year detention by the half-cyborg principal General Barrage. Yes, really, that's in this. Now every day, Lee must escape detention, infiltrate a new social clique in high school, nerds, jocks, goths, and etc., and unravel the gigantic, mysterious prank, and deduce who was the culprit who framed him. By the time I heard the synopsis in the dozens of teasers I saw on television during the show's original run, I was really looking forward to Detentionaire. It had one thing that makes me love animated TV shows, uncontrollably, and that is intrigue with a heavy dose of mystery. I've been starving for some animated mystery shows like the currently underappreciated Disney's Fillmore, and Detentionaire truly quenched that thirst. A Detentionaire story with a great balance of quirky comedy and mystery. Most of the time, the mysterious plotlines of rad circles lead past and putting together how the big prank came together, such that the mystery and makes the viewer almost need to find out what happens next in each episode. But sometimes Detentionaire's mystery is overpowered by its quirky comedy, ending in our characters acting completely moronic in some episodes, and it just gets annoying. Like in the episode 28 Sneezes Later. Get it? 28 days later? No. Short story is that while Lee escapes from detention again, chasing after Enigma High's mascot, the Tassel Worm, don't really ask, I don't even know what it is. And then we have Cam, Holger, and 2 other students fighting flu zombies with super soakers so they can get free monster masks at the end of the day. Yes, really. And while this is going on, Barrage is having a chat with Colonel Von Virus. Yeah, the show can turn the sleeto a little bit too far and creating a really jarring feeling. The most irritating episode by far in the 4 seasons of this show is 15th Grader, which is this series' special public service announcement on bullying. And let me just say one thought on that episode. Please, we've seen probably hundreds of these bully PSAs and cartoons, and it always amounts to some of the most ham-handed speeches ever uttered that are so unbearably sappy it makes you want to puke. But really, the good episodes outweigh the total embarrassing ones. The only thing I hate is that the worst episodes turn out to be the most plot-crucial ones. And this isn't even scratching the surface of future seasons where it gets even more crazy and moves away from detention to ancient monsters and chosen families and big prophecies. Ugh. To boil it all down, it's just an issue with the consistency of tone. When the balance is perfect between comedy and mystery, it's great. When it tries to favor one or the other, it really just fumbles and just all falls apart. Now, moving on from episodes of the characters, while most are stock characters like the goths, the nerds, and skater dudes, they fulfill their purpose of moving the story along, and I do find some of their stereotype humor quite funny. They remind me of the cliques from Rockstar's The Bully, where every clique was the most outrageous stereotype of school clique that you could imagine. I think this point can be cemented by saying that the nerd clique has a DDR machine that works by dancing equations on a humongous calculator. It's just surreal stereotyping. But the main focus of the characters should be on Lee and his 3 friends Holger, Cam, and the school bully Biffy Goldstein. And thankfully these 4 are quite enjoyable characters. Cam is the most stereotypical of the bunch, with a very chilled out dude personality to him, with his biggest character flaw being that at the beginning he's selfish and wants to use Lee's newfound bad boy fame to become popular at the expense of Lee. Holger on the other hand is the kooky foreigner, which at times can come across as grating like Bruno, but his innocent naivety and loyalty for Lee makes up for that and makes Holger likable. Biffy is the fan favorite of the cast, and I can definitely see why. As the wiki for Detentionaire states, Biffy is a gentle giant with a soft spot for his pet cat. Which definitely doesn't sell who Biffy actually is. The writers made sure that Biffy wasn't, in any meaning of the word, gentle. Biffy may act like the big tough bully who will pummel your face in by just breathing funny, but he finds more enjoyment out of being a sarcastic wise ass, constantly mocking Lee and all the crap that he gets himself into. Biffy isn't a gentle giant masking as a bully, he's a sarcastic tough guy masking as a bully, and he becomes one of the more key characters of the show who always helps Lee, and makes him the most useful and most funny. But on to my favorite character, the framed prank master himself, Lee Ping. Lee is what you would call the straight man of the show, the character that plays normal to the wacky, mysterious crap that fluctuates throughout his life at school. Lee is the audience's frame of reference to all the weird crap that happens in Enigma High, and because of that, he definitely is written as one of the most realistic student characters, despite the sci-fi edge the series introduces later on. Despite being part of the school, which even in reality is clique central, Lee couldn't care less of being part of any clique. His only goals are to get good grades, talk to his love interest Tina Kui, and just hang out with his pals. I sympathize with Lee's apathy towards cliques, which helps me identify with Lee, as he gets swept up in the clique central of high school after he's framed for the prank. Because really, why wouldn't you find the guy who covered you in puke and other crap the coolest? Nelvana, the production company behind Detentionaire, who have produced classics like Redwall and the Care Bears show, created a flash-based art style reminiscent of 16. But what I find brilliant is that they added more of a grimy look to the backgrounds, which creates a more mysterious, dingy feel to the series to make it all its own. There are only two major issues I have with the show's animation. The first being its walk cycles. These walk cycles are just plain terrible, with all the characters having the flashy look about them. The second issue, and this is rather silly to notice, but whenever the show does a close-up of Lee's hands, or just any sort of close-up, this happens. I mean, come on, seriously. It's completely jarring to see that crap when the rest of the show is very clean overall. But regardless of that, I love Detentionaire. There are some definite low points to the show, and some lazy flash animating tactic bold. But the characters are funny and take interesting spins on old cliches, the storyline is mysterious enough making an incentive to want to know what happens next, and the animation is very distinct, allowing you to immerse yourself in the world of Enigma High. If you're in Canada, check it out on Teletoon sometime, and if you're in the US or anywhere else in the world, there are full episodes posted on YouTube if you want to check it out. Now, in the words of Detentionaire's Principal Barrage,
Dismissed!